Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here is what we had yesterday. We had such glorious weather over the weekend. If you were marking the 4-day what we don't call holiday stretch, but the MEA weekend, you really had to have appreciated all 4 of those days when we had this sunshine. But watch the clouds take over. This is time lapse from our Quality Group camera from Assisi Heights in Rochester. Clouds take over in the last couple of frames. Begin to see the rain come in. Yes, that has changed. Big sweeping changes in the past 24 hours. We went from 60s and sunshine now to 40s and dreariness, wet pavement as we look at a sloppy, messy, murky Monday. This is live now as we approach 8:30 this morning with our Quality Group camera from Grand Rounds and Creative 3rd Street Southwest. Again, so far, a murky day. Big changes in the overnight hours, and we're going to have to deal with this all day long. Very few breaks from the rain, and already approaching half an inch of rainfall here in Rochester since midnight. And we have more rain for the rest of today, maybe even a little thunder. That's not going to be the huge issue. It's just that raw dampness and those chilly winds and periods of rain that will make for just an unpleasant Monday. I hate to say miserable, but miserable Monday might be the term to use today because it is going to be just very wet. Here's a live look outside from our studio with our Quality Group camera on Signal Hill. Wet pavement on Bandle Road, and in the distance you see the headlights reflecting off the pavement on Highway 52. Temperatures still in the 40s to around 50. For this time of morning, this isn't too bad. We're close to 50 degrees. This time of the morning, typically we'd be close to 40, maybe upper 30s, and we top out somewhere in the mid 50s. Today we're approaching 50. In fact, some spots are in the 50s. Austin 52, Mason City 51, Cresco 51. But again, we're going to have to slowly work our way back up toward maybe mid 50s for highs. So not a huge range in temperatures. That's what happens a lot of times in these dreary, wet days. East winds 15 miles per hour. That gives us a wind chill now in Rochester 43. Not huge gusts of wind, but definitely an impact, a bite to that breeze. Air pressure is falling rapidly. Here are the gusts around the area. Nothing obnoxious, but still, when you're dealing with 40s and low 50s and it's raining, you have 21 mile per hour winds in Austin, 20 in Decorah, 21 Mason City. That's what we're going to have pretty much all day. So breezy, cool, gray, wet weather. Wind chill impact right now, 43 Rochester, Mason City 51. 43 in Albert Lee, and maybe a little thunder between maybe 10:30 and noon, maybe 1 o'clock or so, as the center of low pressure gets a little bit closer, but not a lot of instability. So not many of those rumbles of thunder, and certainly not a severe weather environment. Look at those winds, though, still 15 to 20 miles per hour. By the time we get to evening, we start seeing those winds increase, 18 miles per hour by 6 o'clock. The high temperature, 57 today, sunset 6:17. Here's the satellite radar. Rain is sliding in from south to north, the center of that system still to our west in South Dakota. And until that moves through, we're going to have this large band of rain impacting the area. Now, once that area of low pressure comes in, we'll see subtle changes, maybe even a brief break in the shower or activity, maybe more scattered showers early in the afternoon. But we're not done with the rain until at least tomorrow afternoon at this point. Again, approaching half an inch in the way of rainfall in Rochester, quite a bit more in North Iowa since midnight. Charles City, 7/10 of an inch, 4/10 in Decorah, 68/100 in Mason City, Mankato, 14/100 of an inch. So the weather story today, yeah, you guessed it, breezy and wet today. Tomorrow even windier and chilly. Temperatures tomorrow 10 degrees at least cooler than today. So we're talking mid 40s. And still some light rain. Most of that early, maybe early afternoon, but much lighter rainfall, more scattered. Not as much an issue with that tomorrow. It's just going to be unpleasant. The wind and those 40s, oh, that's not going to be a great day. It gets better later on. We'll lose some of the wind by Wednesday. By the time we get to the end of the week, we're talking late week sunshine, but don't look for a big surge of warmth. We're talking 50s at best this week. We had 3 days in a row of 60s. That streak ends today. 49 is where we stand right now in Rochester. It's 63 in St. Louis, 59 in Chicago, but looking northwestward, that's the cooler air that's going to settle in on the backside of this storm system. So 46 now in Fargo, 32 in Minot, Miles City 27. Here's Futurecast. There's that area of low pressure. Big band of rain moves on through. Middle part of the day, even in mid-afternoon, more scattered showers in southeast Minnesota, North Iowa. Big lighter band of rain to the west. That rotates back into the area this evening and tonight. So lighter rain, but persistent rain. and gustier weather in the wake of the storm system. We're talking winds out of the west, 40 miles per hour late this evening and through tonight and most of tomorrow. The winds finally begin to die down around maybe 4 or 5 tomorrow afternoon. Let's watch the rain end as well. Around 1, 2 o'clock, we'll be done with the rain. So a good thing there, but still pretty windy. If you're thinking, okay, Tuesday night, there is high school playoff football action. It's going to be breezy, not quite as windy as 40 miles per hour, but drier at least. But it's going to be pretty chilly. Temperatures only 30s to around 40 degrees, wind chill around 30 with winds slowly subsiding. Clearing tomorrow night, we drop to about 30. And then first thing Wednesday, clouds take over again. Maybe a little bit of rain mixing with some wet snowflakes Wednesday morning, but lighter winds throughout the day. A little disturbance brings that chance of rain and just maybe a few wet snowflakes Wednesday, with temperatures starting out in the 30s and ending up in the mid-40s. And that might be about as well as we'll do with those temperatures for the rest of the work week. 57 today in Rochester. This will be the warmest day of the week. Nothing this warm ahead maybe for a week or more. 58 in Austin, 56 Mason City, Winona around 60. Breezy and cool, light showers. Winds at times turning to the southwest in the afternoon, and behind that storm system reaching 25 miles per hour, and look for as much as an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter of rain between today and tonight out of the storm system. Tonight, windy and cold, 39 overnight, but expect that wind chill in the upper 20s by tomorrow morning. Very light rain. I mean, again, the actual temperatures aloft, warm enough to keep it liquid, though. We'll be feeling colder, though, than that, 39. And then 44 the high tomorrow. Raw west winds, 40 miles per hour times, light rain until maybe early afternoon tomorrow. 7-day forecast looking at rain again on Tuesday, maybe some wet snowflakes Wednesday, and then a breezier weekend with some sun and maybe a little bit of light rain Saturday night. But over the weekend, 40s to low 50s is about all we'll be able to muster for high temperatures, not the 60s we just enjoyed over this previous weekend. In the meantime, stay warm, stay dry today, and try to soldier through this murky and unpleasant, miserable Monday. And have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.